were talking about Final Fantasy 11.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, for sure.
So your first login, it was empty.
Yeah, it was empty. Everything looked empty. So yeah, I deleted that. Went home. Couldn't get it to work again. So my cousin came over again. He set it up for me, and I had this crappy internet, dude. I kept
What was DSL back in the day? Or did you stop?
No, I had actually a modem.
Yeah, DSL modem.
Yeah, my bad.
Back when it was AT&T was like the best internet. If you lived next to him.
Yeah, my first character. I made that, and I stuck with it for years.
Wait, that character?
Quick.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, out of everybody that played, like, you're the one constant.
I think I racked in like 2,000 something days logged in.
Yeah.
Continuous? Or?
Logged in.
Just logged in.
It racks up how long you were in game.
Yeah, it racks up all
shows
your time,
you
like,
hours and
playtime.
days.
Let me just go forward in the future a little bit. Now, you played on the PS2.
Yeah.
Tell me about the last days of your PS2. When you
The last days of my PlayStation 2, oh god, it stopped actually reading discs. I didn't have any expansion packs.
The only thing you could do was log into Final Fantasy.
You
just turn it on.
I had what's it called? What are those fans called? Just a big fan.
Just like
pointing to the PlayStation just to keep it cool down so it could keep running.
So like the fan you would use to keep cool at home.
Yes.
That's what you used.
A big one.
Yeah.
I still have the same fan. I still use it too. At night.
Now I remember you cracked open your PS2.
Oh yeah, I cracked it open. I had like a screwdriver and some other stuff like shoved in there. Just have it open and run at the same time.
Why didn't you give up on it? Like, why didn't you give up on that little PS2?
I don't know.
It's like
I didn't have a
dude,
job.
it was there with you. Not only that, it's like it was there with you from day one when you started. I still have my old PS2.
My PlayStation
Honestly, if I could have played, I might have kept it.
My PlayStation 2 ran down to the ground. It just went.
I remember the last stage. I was like, "You're still on that shit."
Like my first day, it just fell apart.
The regular DS, right?
Yeah, my white one.
Yeah.
I wore that thing down to the ground.
Yeah, you did.
But Final Fantasy 11, we were talking about like all the people we got to know.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I mean, you want me to go into how it started?
No, I actually.
Do you remember how we met all everybody?
I remember, but
how did we meet everybody?
Okay, wait.
met
Just
me
one
through the
quick question.
Link show.
So, how many of you actually knew each other?
Like
in real life?
And that played.
Just guy and I.
Just the two
That's
of us.
it.
Just both of you?
We're the only people that actually knew each other.
No,
like,
I knew a bunch of people in high school that played, but
yeah,
they were different servers.
Yeah,
and
different
we didn't bother
servers.
talking to them because
could you back
we
then?
didn't really like them as people.
You could like at certain times they would have like once every 2 or 3 months they'd have like a world
Transfer.
merge. Now they have it like it's constant. You can do it anytime. Back then it was only like once in a while.
Oh yeah, we had
this
like
big
over
event.
30 servers, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be over exaggerating, but yeah.
But dude, Cerberus was Cerberus was my home for a while. That was.
We stuck around.
Yeah.
Actually, we stuck around until we found. I stuck around until I stopped playing.
Yeah, we never left the server.
Well,
I don't know if it's still around. Is it still around?
It has to.
Yeah, Cerberus is still around. I joined it last time.
One of the biggest servers out there, right?
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Surprised.
That's like, the people you met. It was like you really formed a connection with these people online, and I don't know if it was just because maybe we were all like these lonely kids at home that had no friends at school, or like.
We had friends. I had friends.
I had friends.
We did have friends. Like, well, for me, it was like you guys all lived in Paramount. I didn't know you at the time.
No.
Felix and
the people
all of
that
our
hung
friends.
out with there.
Yeah, they all lived in Paramount. They were into their own things. He was the only one that was like really into video games like I was. Everybody was cool, but they all had their own things. They all like were into football, they were into this, they were into that. But me, I lived in Compton. I didn't live near anybody. I couldn't like go outside and walk to somebody's house. I mean, if I went outside, I'd probably get shot. I can count the number of times I walked home.
And you heard about somebody who got shot?
No, it didn't happen. It just like it was one time that I walked home and I just never did it again. Not that anything happened. No, I take that back twice. The second time I got mugged. So, yeah.
Oh, but
on my birthday.
Didn't you get mugged in Paramount though?
On my birthday.
It wasn't even Compton though.
Well, I walked home. Point is, I wasn't able to go out and be like, hey, I'm gonna go to so and so's house.
Yeah, I know.
They're too far away.
Yeah, they were too far away, and like I couldn't get a ride every single day.
The only time you did come over was right after school, and your dad came to pick you up.
Yeah, exactly. My dad would go pick me up after work because he was working.
Yeah.
So like for me, it was I got to hang out with my friends, mostly this guy after school because I mean we'd be up playing, especially during the summer. We'd be up playing till all hours, and I remember more than a few times, staying up till like the sun came up.
Oh yeah.
Like.
And then we had to go to school in the morning.
Oh no, I mean the summer.
Oh, during the summer.
It would happen in school sometimes, but I'd sleep during school. Like,
Oh yeah, I fell asleep to so many classes.
You know?
So, like, the one thing we talked about on our last episode was being social, and we talked about 14 and how it's not the same.
It's not, dude. There's
No,
like
you can solo play the whole game.
Yeah, and that's what sucks about all of them. It's like all of a sudden they became a one-player game. It's like no, the whole point of 11 was you couldn't make it unless you had a team.
Unless you're a Beastmaster and you took your time.
Then that's if you knew about it. If you knew about it.
I knew about Beastmaster.
Yeah, but you were like,
I didn't,
you fucking sucked up.
You made times I tried being a Beastmaster just to play on my own, but it never worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, it took some real dedication. But how you said the social aspect, if I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, it started because I started talking to Kinty at the dock in Mora.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. But
I was like level 12
I was
or
actually talking to
13.
people before that.
So he says.
No, seriously, there was this one person, I think her name was no, not Katja, it was Kaija, I think. Katja's a porn star name.
Of course it is.
It would be. Well, as far from my experience, what I remember is we'd hang out. We made the trip to Mora once, which is was a port town that you had to go through several areas to get to higher level areas.
Windurst. We started off in Windurst.
We started off in the city of Windurst.
That's the
which
first.
was
That's my first town after I restarted the game.
Yeah, it was Windurst, and that was a city of mages and magic, and like the little Tarutaru, which was like the midgets of the world, and the what are they called?
Get that till later.
What were they called?
The Mithras.
The Mithras. It was a
I'm
race.
pronouncing that right?
It was a race of cat women.
Now,
Who were played by mostly men.
Now,
Yes.
yeah, let's talk about that. Why do you, like, I encountered this a lot, where we would have friends or we knew people who would join parties, and it would be Mithras, which you, like you said, cat people. It was like only female cat people.
Yeah, they didn't have a male model.
They had
didn't
no
have a
males.
character male.
Yeah, that's right.
Supposedly, the lore of the game was a male was born every like what?
No.
100 years or
The
something
male
like
stayed
that?
at. If you went to what's it called? What was it? Kazam? Is that how? It's
Yeah,
pronounced?
Kazam.
You took the airship after collecting the keys. Anyways, yeah, you went to the town. You talked to the girls there. They're talking like, oh yeah, the men stay at home and cook.
So it's reversed.
I think I'm not sure if that's true or not.
No, that was the case, but like the men in I remember.
Well, that makes
specifically,
sense both, because like let's say they're only born every 10 years.
Yeah,
You
they're
don't
born,
want them out there running around.
Exactly, they're rare for some reason. They're
I
more
would be.
predominantly female.
I don't know if this is a spoiler, but like the
Dude,
male guy, the
Yeah.
bad guy, the male Mithra,
He's a Matra.
the Manthra. He was running around. I think the villain is the villain in that game.
So, but that's the only time we really saw a man.
Yeah, that's the only time I saw him. And he looked pretty feminine.
He's probably still the female, like, just different skin or something. But what I was trying to get at was, like, you know these people, and they play female characters. Why do you think they did play female cats?
You mean the guys who were playing females?
Yeah,
They
guys.
said-
There's
guys
a
that play
couple.
females.
There's a flip side to like everybody's opinion on that.
Here's what they said: eye candy. Oh, there's no male version.
Conveniently.
Or what's pretty much what's happening now. I want to be a girl,
Yeah.
but I want to be the sexy version of girls
Like,
because you know how the
back
other
then-
They
races.
were
Like,
the.
although it's not that long ago, back then the gay community was still like heavily frowned upon. It was still like now it's like widely accepted. Like nobody gives
Yeah.
a shit, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I personally I've never cared, but like
It was a little more down.
it was
low.
more taboo back then.
Yeah.
So like and that was like a way for them to express that, I guess. Another reason that they do it though
Money.
is yeah. Back
They
then,
used to trick guys into buying them gear
Yes.
and stuff like that. You know.
like I mean, they don't know. It's like I can't use the phone.
I
my
just
friends won't
remember
let me.
the majority of these players were just teenagers who grew up on Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone was anything else, it was just adults who were it was adults and teenagers. That's all I remember playing with.
Now that brings up another question. You probably guys, I don't know. I didn't play it like as much as you guys did, but there was I think there was a lot of I don't want to pederasty, I guess you would say,
Pederast?
where it'd be like older guys.
Pedophilia?
Kinda, where it was like underage people with
You mean like
Yeah.
20-year-old?
relationships.
Yeah,
20-something-year-old
that
Or
was
even like
weird
30s
shit,
and
man.
40s, because I could have sworn that happened in our link show.
All right, since we're gonna bring that up, since that's gonna come up, the first girl that I was in an online relationship
Jesus
with,
Christ.
her name was
wanna hear this.
she was a Mithra. She was a Mithra. Her name was Violet.
Was she a Manthra?
No,
No.
Okay.
no, she was a woman. I actually it goes back to the link show we joined. We
They talk to
joined
each
them.
other on the phone.
Let me finish.
Let him get there,
Let me
please.
get there. I'm telling the fucking story. I'm not gonna leave anything
Then it's
out.
your turn.
Yeah, you're not
Fuck
getting
you,
away.
man.
You got stories.
We want to
motherfucker.
hear some love story. Okay, so go on.
So-
This is interesting.
All right, so it started off. We joined this Link show,
Yeah.
and that was through I would talk to everybody. And honestly, I was a teenager. I was a horny teenager. I was gonna talk to every girl I met, whether she was a fucking virtual model or not.
That's right.
Ended up becoming friends with one, and she had a Link shell. She had a bunch of characters and whatever, blah blah blah. So I ended up getting to level so and so whatever. I didn't even get that far, I remember. But Felix joined in. We're all in the group, and I partied in Valkyrie Dunes, which was where you would go at
beach.
level what?
15.
15?
Yeah, if I remember
You'd go level
correctly.
15. And there was a girl in the party. There's a couple of them actually, supposedly. I ended up somehow or another the
Supposedly.
party disbanded, and I ended up talking to this girl. She and I weren't doing anything, so we just started we took off and we chit chatting, whatever, texting back on the keyboard or whatever. And I ended up inviting her to the Link show. I don't remember if that happened first or later, but point is we ended up talking, friends list, all that stuff, blah blah blah.
Later, I remember.
That was later.
You invited her at some point after I was already established in the.
Oh, okay. I don't really remember how it started, but we ended up talking on the phone, and no, first we became an item online in the game. Her name was Violet. What was her actual name? That didn't happen. That didn't happen at first. Okay.
Oh, you already said it happened.
Hold on. Can you shut the fuck? I don't remember her fucking name, bitch. I remember her fucking name, jackass.
Fighting.
As I was saying, we end up becoming an item online, whatever, and we're talking every day, playing together all the time. And then shut the fuck up! I see you making that face already. we end up on the phone, and it actually was a couple of weeks or so. And I'll be honest, at the time, I had no fucking experience with women, and she taught me how to have phone sex, Yeah. And that shit was amazing to me at the time. It was holy shit. Now the reason I bring it up with what you said, the pedophilia thing, is I was 14, 15?
14, 15, yeah.
I was 14,
Probably
15.
14, most likely. Wait, are you older than me by a year?
Yeah.
15.
I was about 15.
15,
Yeah, so it already, yeah, that's right. I was 15. And she was
23.
Are you shooting?
20? Was she?
23, I remember.
How the fuck he remembers? I'm sure he remembers more
So
than I
that's
do.
what? That's
That's 7 years?
6, 7,
A big gap.
8. That's 8 years.
It was, yeah, okay, so there was that difference, that difference. And there was never, there was the talk of meeting up and all that shit, but it
Was
never...
she local from
No,
the
no,
same
she
country?
was...
She was far away, dude.
Fuck, where the hell was she from?
I don't know, but
She
towards New
wasn't-
York area, right?
No,
but you guys were still in the-
No,
you
no,
guys were in the
we were in the
US.
same time zone, I think.
Really?
I think.
I thought she was 2 hours ahead or something like that. I don't know. I don't
You know, now I think about it, I don't remember. I want to say Virginia, but that might just be
Yeah,
because
that
of
sounds
my
about
ex.
right. I think that sounds about right, dude. No.
It might have been
Somewhere,
Virginia.
but it was in the U.S.
It was in the U.S.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
US.
was in the U.S. I don't remember if there was a time difference or anything like that, but she didn't work, so it really didn't really matter. Point is, that lasted for what?
A month or two?
A month, maybe?
A month or 2.
A month. And then I just remember at one point I was just fucking sick of her. I just got so fed up with her presence, online, on the phone, whatever. I was just I started being a complete asshole to her. And I regret that. I kind of regret being like that about it, but I got so sick of her nagging and bullshit, and she wanted me to level up, and she would get mad at me because I wouldn't level up, and I was just look, bitch, I'm just having fun. Get off my fucking back,
Pretty much, this game is an overglorified chat room for most of us.
Yeah, just not to
But
change the subject, but
she would tell me but I want you to level up so we can party together, and I was fuck, I don't want to do that. I have to spend more time with you. God.
She was level 24. This guy was level 13.
I was not level 13. She was I was level I was at that time when that happened. I must have been level 22, 23. And she was level 35. But she had a roommate that played a lot, and he would play for her, He would level up her character in her place. Which is kind of weird now I think about it. It's what if I was talking to him sometime?
Oh my god.
that's what I was just about to say.
But no, she used to tell me shit yeah, you'll fly over and we'll fuck in the car or something while my roommate's driving, and I was
What? I never heard this.
Fuck? And
now, did she know how old you were?
yeah, she knew how old I was. And I remember one time.
She wanted to kill you.
I remember one time we were making fun of pedophiles. I don't remember how that came up, and she fucking private messages me hey, that's fucked up. I was what? She's I'm older than you and this and that. I was oh, my bad.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, dude, it's just a fucking joke, At that time, I wasn't fed up with her yet. I think it was a few weeks in, but dude, she took it so seriously. And one day, I just I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Like I don't want to anymore. And at that point, I thought she would just kind of take the hint and like not be in the link show anymore because it was my link show. It was my group of friends. Like when two people break up, I was like, okay, they're my friends, so your friends get the fuck away.
Yeah.
My friends, she made my friends her friends because she was there all the time. And honestly, like, back me up on this, yes or no. Nobody wanted her.
Nobody wanted her.
Nobody wanted her around. She was only around because of me. Because she was fucking annoying. Was she annoying when I was with her?
Yeah, no idea. Probably.
Okay.
She was like kind of downplayed. She was always talking to me. She was never really.
I remember talking about her fucking in-game heels. I was like, really? What the fuck are you talking about? You know?
Yeah, like she would do like it was cute at first. Like we do like she would make me do shit where like she'd sit down and I'd sit down, she'd sit down slightly in front of me, so it looked like we were.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. You know who? I'm sorry to go.
Go.
You know who did that to me? Max's girl. Max. What was her name?
Her in-game name was fuck. What the fuck was her in-game name?
But like we had a friend. He was a.
For some reason, we always went by our real life names after a while.
Yeah, his name was Max, and he had an online girlfriend. And I remember I was at the dunes.
Yeah.
And I remember I want to say she told me to sit down. She like /sit, and then she like sat.
Hold on. Is that gonna be recorded in the background?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's okay.
That's That's who's promoting us.
It's pretty cool.
The ice cream man.
So he's gonna knock in right now. He's like, "Would you guys want some ice cream?" And
Some ice cream.
he starts going through the.
That's Pedro's ice cream.
Dos.
Wait a minute. He's the insurance guy.
Well, he's got to have a day job.
Bail bonds.
Bail
bonds. No,
So,
but you guys want some weed?
Oh, fuck that.
Ice cream man, sir.
I couldn't do a podcast high. I couldn't do it. I'd be.
I
Like,
could,
so fucked
but
up.
yeah.
I'd be like,
I'm on offer.
That and like I want to get my card first.
I'm not offer. I'm just pretending to be the ice cream man.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
We know, whatever. We know you're fucking straight
yeah.
aces,
Dude,
straight
we
legends,
should've
straight
talked.
edges, fuck.
Oh,
you stabbed me with your nail, you bitch.
So I remember she sat on my lap and we just hung out there and talked. And I was like, but I feel so bad. I don't know if I ever told him.
It was weird.
I think I saw the picture somewhere. I took a picture.
Oh my god.
No, and that wasn't like.
I took a screenshot. But
Look,
that was
she
like.
wasn't my only relationship either. Violet wasn't the only one. She was the first one.
Oh my god, I think I had like over 10.
Okay, so
I don't know about all
so
that.
that was yours. Let's
was the
skip
first
over.
I mean, I had over 10. I lost count.
Let's go to Felix.
I don't
and
remember
then we'll,
most of them.
Yeah. All right, dude. Who around that time? Who were you with your first one?
Oh my
Who was your first
god,
one?
the most annoying one of them.
No, first. Oh, she was the most annoying?
Actually, the first one? I don't think it counts because they only lasted like a week until I lost my fucking
No, that's
internet
fine.
for a
That's like I had like a
I think
girlfriend
you
for
remember.
a week.
Give me a name.
I don't know how to pronounce it. It was like Mira.
Hey, what was wrong with Mira?
No, I'm saying she was the first one that we actually became a thing.
All right, this is actually gonna be funny. Go.
I don't know. I'm just chilling out, right? Or, what's it called? In Juno? Is it pronounced Juno?
Yeah.
Juno.
I'm chilling out, right? I don't know. She happens to be nearby. Relu Gardens, I think that's what it's called, right?
We were in Juneau. We were by the auction house, and once again, it was a case of me talking to everybody.
All the way upstairs.
We just started like fucking around with each other, like interacting. You know, you could do like emotes and stuff like that.
I'm making my way up in the levels.
So like we're
chat.
yeah. So like we ended the three. He and I were always like adventuring together because I remember now. This was when we went to Juneau at like level 10. And we had no business in Juneau because everything out there could kill us.
Yeah, he took me to
Jesus
he
Christ,
took me
we
to
took the
Juno.
long route. We
Dude,
went from
I
Windurst.
remember now. Yeah, we went from Windurst. We went through the what was it called?
Stalin.
The Saratobi Plains.
Okay, no.
No, the plains are from. Yes.
We went through the Saratobi Plains. I think there were Saratobi Plains. We went through the plains, which is like the low level area. The highest thing you'll find there is like a level 7, maybe. We go through the Tarongi Canyon, which is higher level. It's like a level 12, 15 area. After that, we went to, I forget the next place's name, but we went through
the
there.
area before you get to Juneau.
Before you get to Juneau. This is the place that leads...
Everything looks broken down. It's dark.
No,
raptors.
No, that's not it. We went after the Tarongi Canyon. No, after Tarongi Canyon, you go through another area with an outpost,
Jaguars.
and that one takes you over to Mora. Mora is where you catch the ship that takes you over to.
I thought we didn't go through Mora. I thought we went all the way through around.
Oh, that's right.
That's
right. Never mind. We went through Tarongi Canyon, and then we hit the
thing with the giant dragon that's dead with the
yeah.
spine.
Fuck. What was that?
I don't remember what it's called.
Where you get Dragoon?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What were you guys doing there?
Exactly. Hold on. This is
I
the
remember
story.
getting Dragoon
We're
there.
adventurers, Joe.
This was the whole point of it. Like we looked it up online, we figured out the route, and we're like, fuck it, let's do it. So we go through, and there's like this, like he said, this giant fucking skeleton of a dead dragon, like a fossil. And that's where you would find lizards and all that stuff. And we're like, all right, cool. So somehow we make
take the
it
main
through
path.
there.
There's nothing in the main path.
There's nothing really. We just follow the main path. We get up there. We like evade the few things that will attack us. And somehow we haven't died yet. We get to the Saromog Champagne right after that.
The place I spent most of my last days playing.
I think everybody did. There's raptors. There's fucking demons. There's all kinds of shit there.
No demons. No, there's just raptors.
Oh, that's right.
And
raptors
the
and
cocks, the giant cocks that drop the meat that sells for a lot of money.
All right, they're called roosters.
The cock
call
meat.
them cocks.
Remember I used to farm cock meat?
The giant...
Okay. Farm that cock.
So we go through there. And we're like, I remember this so clearly. We were running, we see Juno, we see the gates of Juno, we're like, fuck it, let's make a break. And this guy gets attacked by a fucking raptor. And he's like, just go, man. So go. I run to Juno, and that thing, like, I think it swiped and missed me, and I make it into the city. I made it in.
I end up dead somehow.
He's dead outside, because that shit caught him.
I'm far away from that area. I'm dead.
You weren't that far. You could see it.
I could see the gate.
You were like, I'd say maybe like...
It was a tiny little gate.
Half a mile away.
Yeah.
And so I go in and I'm like, hey, my friend's outside. He died. Could somebody go raise him? I start shouting. And finally, like, after like 5 or 10 minutes, somebody's like, all right, yeah, I'll go. They go raise him. And we get into the city, and our dumbasses set it as our home point.
You did.
Oh, that's right. I set it as my home point. That's right. It was just me. I set it as my home point.
Yeah.
So, point is like...
You can't make it back.
I couldn't make it back. I kept trying to leave, and I kept dying. Until finally
You did that to me too, actually.
Somebody teleported me, finally.
Yeah, he did that to me, and then we got our red mage. The one in our link shell did.
Yeah.
But that was my fault, because I set home point there.
And we're stupid. We didn't have to be escorted. We could have just gotten a white mage to teleport us to the crystal, the Craig. Or...
Yeah, well, we were new. We didn't know.
I know.
We're stupid. We're young. We're dumb.
And you got escorted all the way back.
Yeah.
By somebody. I don't know.
It was somebody in our link show. Because we already had the link show. Because I remember we were telling everybody about this whole shit as we're going.
Yeah.
I don't remember being in a link show at that time, though.
Yeah, we were. Because I had met Cynthia when we were waiting for the ship to go to the dunes the first time. To go to... what was it called? Selbina?
Selbina.
Yeah. So, anyways, Cynthia was a black mage that was already like a higher level. She was like around 35. She was a black mage.
Subbing summoner.
Subbing summoner. God. Mr. Technical over here.
Mr. Married couple over here.
Whatever.
Wait, what?
Whatever. So, anyways, we ended up befriending her. I became friends with her. We got in the link show, and then we're like, yeah, Felix just got. He took like a fish to water.
What happened?
But anyways,
no, wait.
The story, how we met Mira, was at Juno. We were running around our first time, and like, yeah, we started like fucking around and whatever. We ended up becoming friends. She gets in the link show, and then this guy and her start talking a lot.
So what happened there?
I don't know what happened. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, we should do this, we should do that, and I was like,
I think it was like 2 a.m. they were talking. And
no, that's a different story. I mean, I'll talk about that later.
He almost stabbed me in the eye with his hand. You saw that? I was like, oh shit.
No, that's a completely different story, and I still blame me for this. It doesn't matter though.
He blames me for it. Blames me for all his fucking mistakes.
I blame you for falling in love.
They're still falling in love. Shut up.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, we make it a thing. And apparently...
what do you make a thing?
Well, we don't make it a thing.
It just kind of happened.
Cynthia made it a thing.
Did she?
Yeah, she did.
So
I remember her talking about it.
You guys are talking a lot.
You guys are talking a lot. You shouldn't be a couple. And she's like, yeah, okay. I was like,
I think he took it a little more seriously than
No. I was like, all right. Fuck it, that happened, right?
Yeah. Not
like a day after, 2 days later, my internet craps out on me.
Yeah.
And I don't log in for a month. Remember that?
Yeah.
So that happened.
So you don't log in, and then what happens?
I eventually
just
get
like
a new modem.
dissolved, I think.
The thing is, my internet connection kept disconnecting me, so it was already crapping out as it is. Every 5 minutes, I'd play for 5 minutes and then I'd disconnect.
So then what is that? What does the internet connection have to do if you and your...
Well, nothing. I mean, after I came back, it was just like...
It was over?
Not a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just
So
like, it kind of was going there, but it never did.
When I think about it, it's like, it didn't happen, you know? And then I was like, wait a minute, wait.
It's like they were just starting to talk, and then shit happened. So it's just like...
So...
And like she got with somebody else. She was never really into that. Like she was one of those people that was never really into that. And I don't know, at least not in the beginning anyway.
Yeah.
And
I really wasn't into it either. So I was like,
the reason I said it was funny earlier is because fast forward like 6 months or a year, and she and I started talking, and like we actually became a thing for a cool little while.
Hold on.
We became a thing for a cool little minute, and then I remember we spoke on the phone We spoke on the phone for
that was
a
a
little.
big thing, right?
Back then, yeah, it was a big thing.
There
Back
was
then,
nothing.
it was
There was no sharing.
We didn't have
information.
cell phones.
There was no like
yeah,
Skype.
that was like
nobody
some big
wanted to
shit.
share information either.
That was like some big.
I was
shit.
like, oh, you have a cell phone? I don't know if I should. You're like,
Yeah.
I really like you, and then next thing you know, you're talking on the phone or texting.
Yeah, it's like it's so like, especially back then we were all kids. We didn't have cell phones.
Yeah, that's
our own
true.
phones.
Now
If
that
you
you-
did, it was like a prepaid.
You
Maybe.
can only talk at night.
Yeah.
3 minutes
Oh
at
my
night.
god, I remember that. Yeah, I used to have that.
And,
That was,
or
later in
like,
high
or if you
school.
were on the same carrier, you'd have unlimited
Unlimited if you called
back
it.
then. So like,
AT&T.
she and I spoke on the phone, and it was weird because, again, this is fast forwarding like months later. She and I were together for like a couple of weeks, and I don't remember if she was moving away or like she was just gonna quit the game or what. But she just like we spoke on the phone. Her name was Lorelai. That was her name. I remember that. And that was in my sophomore year. I remember because I was at Paramount High School. I remember talking about her to somebody, and it wasn't this guy. It was somebody else. But yeah, her name was Lorelai, and her name was Lorelai, and yeah, she
What's that Cynthia's name?
no, Cynthia's name was her name was Cynthia. Fool.
Oh, that's original.
She couldn't. It was it? I don't remember.
Or was it fifth round?
No. Cynthia, her name was I want to say like Catherine or something like that. It started with a K, but she wanted the Roman goddess Cynthia with the Xynthia.
Yeah.
But that was taken, so she took Cynthia. I was like, close enough. So anyways, she and I actually spoke on the phone once, and her and me, like, we never became a thing. It was like she was more like my friend. She was actually a really good friend in the game.
God, I miss Jay.
And like her man was named Jay. Felix was his like concubine, I swear.
I was just the new guy.
You had a man crush on him.
He gave me the first link still I ever had.
I was thinking it was first call.
I don't know if you stand him. I don't know if you stand him or she stand him, but he was in Winders when he first.
I told him. I remember. I told him, and he
had the fucking
he
great
fucking
sword.
Saw him, and he fell in love.
He had the
at
great
first
sword.
sight.
He had that pretty fucking elf hair that was
You hear that?
spiky up.
And he was an elf.
If I was gonna make an elf, I was gonna, that would have been the next.
That would have been my elf.
That look,
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen though.
I don't know what he's talking about. Never gonna happen.
He's talking about being an
Making an elf.
Are you sure?
I don't know, but like, yeah, Cynthia, and yeah, she was like a really good friend, and she and I spoke on the phone once. She was Russian, and it was just like, hey, like,
The accent?
kind of like, no, she was originally Russian or some shit like that. I remember that, and like she and I were just really good friends. That was like the first female friendship that I really ever had, and it was pretty cool. But point is, Mira left after a while. Who followed after that? For me, before going back to after Violet, was you're gonna love this one. There was a character named Shomaru. Shomaru was a character played by both a brother and a sister. Was it?
Yeah, that was way after.
Oh,
I remember.
who the fuck was after Violet?
That was after Violet.
Yeah, that was after Violet. Because Mira was after Shomaru.
Oh, this gets weird right here.
Hold on, this gets
Go on.
Okay, when I met Shomaru, Shomaru was being played by, like I said, it was being played by a brother and a sister. It's the same character.
Yeah.
Because you remember how you had to pay like extra money for everything, whatever. It's like every single character you had got.
Yeah.
Their story is actually kind of fucked up. Like it gets pretty sad. They were brother and sister that grew up without parents. Like they grew up in foster care, and like once he was old enough, he took custody of her, and he started working ASAP. He started working, and like they got a place. They moved out. They lived like somewhere in the Midwest. I want to say like Texas or Colorado or something.
Doesn't matter.
A lot of people
Just
would
go on
talk-
to the next.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So going on with their story, they lived somewhere in the Midwest, and like when it was playing as a sister, I obviously I did not believe that it was a woman.
Now that I think about it, we've met a lot of people from Texas.
Yeah, the Midwest, right? Well, it's more populated than the East and shit.
No, I mean like actual Texas. I remember
Nobody
playing
wants
with
to
a
go
lot of
out.
Texan players.
Fuck that.
So like so I ended up getting to know the girl, and I didn't believe it was a girl at first. She like sent me a couple of pictures, like did she not? Yeah, she texted me a couple of pictures. We started texting.
Oh, you got pictures, huh?
Yeah, like we actually started texting and stuff, and
I
like
never got pictures. From anybody.
yeah, you did. You had. Wait till we get to this one.
That's till later.
Yeah. This one is like all right. So anyways,
Shut up. She was cool.
Shut up. She was cool. I never said anything she wasn't, but goddamn, she was fun. She was cool.
Fine, huh?
Yeah, she was fun.
Get to the story.
You all sprung up on her, weren't you?
Point feels like you guys like I'm keeping me out of something. Go. I want to know.
You know, we're not keeping you out of anything. You know her.
You know all about this.
Okay, go.
So anyways, Shomaru. I ended up kind of being with her because like we ended up talking a lot, and it turned out that she had actually been sexually assaulted, and she lost her voice. Like she became really traumatized, and Final Fantasy XI was an outlet for her to be able to talk to people. The only way she could talk to people was through a keyboard. She had no voice, and like I said, I didn't believe that it was a woman for so long because like we'd be on the phone and she would just hear me talk and respond and type, and I was like, alright, this is so fucking weird, you know?
Yeah.
It's got to be a guy. And one day she just finally like, no, that never actually happened with us.
Alright.
That never happened. Those we never had any kind of like
I believe
phone intercourse or web intercourse whatsoever.
I love that word. I'm gonna make t-shirts that say "Dark Lad."
Web intercourse.
Phone intercourse.
Doesn't matter. I had web intercourse.
Okay, the one with Chocobo Joe's gonna say.
So,
web
anyways,
intercourse.
not so average Joe.
Not so average Joe.
Chocobo Joe.
Web.
Where's that from? Oh my god.
No phone and no web
That
intercourse.
is gonna be the title of this.
No phone, no web intercourse.
Anyways, just get on with the story, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
Well, you guys keep interrupting me.
Yeah,
That's the whole point. Look, the whole point is for this to flow naturally. She never spoke. She wouldn't speak on the phone. And then like one day, I don't know. It was like 2 a.m. We were on the phone, and she spoke. And I'm not gonna lie, man. It was like really touching. It was a really good moment. She didn't speak a lot. She just like I could tell it was a woman.
Like
it was it felt like she couldn't speak. You know what I mean? It's like, have you ever woken up in the morning and just like kind of struggling to talk?
Yeah.
Like you can barely find your voice, or you've been quiet for so long, you just like it kind of just leaks out, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, she spoke, and I was just like, "Fuck, this is a chick."
Oh shit!
And at that point, like we were never together, but like she always liked me, and
like
she would always like talk to me and shit like that. And it was weird, so weird because it was a male character.
Really?
Oh yeah, the one with the like.
Yeah, and like hair? You could tell which one it was because when it was a woman, she'd be wearing a sublagar. He'd be wearing a sublagar. If it was the guy, he'd be wearing pants. Anyways, the brother was actually cool. His name was I forgot his actual name, but like he actually like added me on Facebook and everything. And fuck, I wish I remember.
Dude, what the fuck you talking about?
He was cool with me.
He turned on the fucking guild.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened, but I remember that. But he was cool with me because I went back one time and he saw my character. He's like, "Arjun, is that you?" Like I was like, "Shomaru?" And this was like years later, man. It was so crazy. It was so crazy because like he started talking to me. I was like, "Dude, how's your sister doing?" "Oh, she's doing really well, you know." Like, she finally came out of her shell, started talking, and she went to counseling and stuff, I think. And, like, they were doing really well. What they would do is one would work, and the other one would play.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie. I just saw a documentary about that, about Warcraft players, and there was a brother and sister who would do that. One would work for 6 months.
Yeah!
And then the other one would
That's what they would
stay at
do.
home for 6 months, and then it would switch.
That's exactly what they did.
I'm scared. That was them.
I fell in love with this person.
You know, I wouldn't doubt if it's more common, because, like, that's cool, man. That's, like, family being family, you know? They're doing their thing. And
like the Star Hack anime, we hear about the Lancer, how, like, 4 different friends were playing the same character.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy, man. And,
that's really interesting. I mean,
that was one of the moments where I was like, this is more than a game. This isn't just graphics and a fucking video card and a character.
It's an oversized.
It is, but there's a spirit to it. You know,
it's an overglorified chat room that made people come together.
It really is.
That's really interesting. You know, for someone like that to play, I guess that would be like a really good outlet. That's interesting.
It's like for someone that has trouble
sexy
speaking.
talk though. I'm kind of mad.
You didn't get sexy talk?
I was waiting for sexy talk.
Well, then again, once you're in a relationship,
no, you guys right now.
Okay,
I was like, I'll give you something to fap to.
Oh no, we're getting. Well, look, how do you approach somebody that was sexually assaulted in a high school in front of people?
Oh no, I'm not saying.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm saying I wanted a sexy fap story.
Shit, you didn't have any.
Yeah, I do.
Go on.
It's your turn.
It's my turn.
Let's go.
No, it's my turn.
Like you said, I had a girlfriend at the time.
First, to wrap up Shomaru, like, great person, both of them. They're good friends, and I wish I'd kept in touch. Honestly,
You don't keep in touch with the brother?
I couldn't. Like, I think I erased. He added me on MySpace. Not
We don't
Facebook.
get in touch with anybody anymore.
And like I
We lost
couldn't.
track of
I
everybody.
lost
I think
track
the
of
only
everybody.
person I might be able to find, and I doubt it, is Iron. Do you remember Iron? Iron Moonstone? And he was like the
What's his
nicest
name?
guy.
Fisher.
And his wife.
Fucking.
Oh,
Oric.
we can find him. Yeah, he's on Facebook. He's on Facebook.
It's
Other
like
than that, we can't find him.
Well,
Well, I could find somebody else, but
there was a character
we're
named
not gonna
Oric.
go there.
There was a character named Oric Hume.
Nah, let's not talk about work right now. That's my fucking side.
Oh my god, he's all over that. Was Oric the one that farmed?
Yeah.
The one that farmed like crazy?
The blonde version of me. My older brother who turned out to be younger than me.
That was the guy. This guy, I remember when we played, and he was like, Oric is coming back. I can't wait to suck that Oric dick.
No, I didn't.
I remember that. Yeah, Oric. You kept talking about him.
I wasn't the only one.
He's like, oh my god, Oric is so fucking epic, and he's got like a big dick, and he's like, I'm all over that D. But I remember, and then like he finally got on. He's like, Oric, you're back, and he's like, sup, and that was it.
It was glorious.
He was like, yeah.
Dude, I don't know why Oric was fucking awesome. He was down for anything. He was like, he would
was
go
chill.
on any fucking quest. He'd just go hang out. He would like take you and show you shit, and
And he didn't afraid of anything.
yeah, like he was down for whatever, and he was just like so cheery and like upbeat. But it's he didn't talk too much either. He was just
The fuck is that about? He talked to me all the time and
No, I mean,
private chat.
I mean, not too much. Like he wasn't that person dominating a
Social.
conversation like
No.
you.
Right. Like you are in this
You
whole.
wouldn't shut
Is
the
this
fuck up.
supposed to be my story and you're like talking the majority?
Cause you're like all fucking nervous over here.
Every time I try to talk, this fool takes over.
Cause you stopped talking.
All right. Well, okay. So yeah, Oric. I don't want to talk about it right now because you know that's.
I don't want to talk about that hockey
No, it's not that. Oric is
but you do think he's up. He's up.
See, the way I see it, like
Oric was his fifth love, so we're on his second.
No. There's a category.
I don't want to go through every single. Give me the good ones. Come on.
The way I see this is like I got events that happen. Like Oric happens to be like in the second category of events that happen.
Yeah, Oric wasn't there initially.
The first event, me logging in, playing, and there's this mage I played with, right? I remember getting killed on somewhere, right? And like these level 50s passed by. There was a red mage, a warrior, and a white mage, and they walked by, right? Like, haha, a bunch of noobs got killed. They just rode off. They didn't even bother raising us. Nah, but yeah, that's like the first events, and then after that, I get the link show, and that happens, and yeah, Oric comes into play when I forget who, Shomaru. Oric and Shomaru were a thing.
That's right. But the thing is, when Oric and Shomaru were a thing, it was the brother playing.
Yeah, I think so.
That's right.
No, I think
that.
so.
But that was later on. That's when you said
I met Oric from Shomaru.
Yeah.
So did he know?
And from
Oric
Oric,
didn't know.
Hold
on. This is like so muddled because it wasn't my story and it wasn't your story. This is like something that happened to somebody else. They had a story. No,
I don't know how they got together. I don't know if he did.
I think what happened was he did start talking to the female Shomaru. And, like, I think he weirded her out or something. I don't remember. Because then the brother just took over.
Oric is chill.
Oric is chill. And he was just like...
He must have
like, that was a guy.
slipped up.
What the fuck?
Anyways, yeah.
I think he, like, something happened. Like, he might have freaked her out or something. Cause I don't know.
I don't know what happened.
I don't think she liked him like that. That's
Probably.
what happened. And then, like...
They were always together, though.
So what?
But that's one thing and then it's another.
Yeah.
They were inseparable.
Yeah, and
Kind of like me on a certain player.
Now that I think about it, he didn't know that they switched off, huh? That it was like both of them playing the character. So I think he might have freaked her out, and then
he took over. He's like, yeah, it's sexy time right here.
Like, oh my god! I think he told me that he did that stuff like that.
That's very interesting though. That like a lot of
he's married now.
Yeah, dude. Oric is like.
You guys still talk to Oric?
Oric has the only fucking stable life of anybody else. That I've known
and not only that, like. Look, I'm secure in my masculinity, like the guy is a good-looking young man. He's got a career. He's got a hot wife, and his life's on track. I'm like, you're like the dream of every MMO player ever.
And he's a year younger than us.
And he plays 11.
And he played 11 as much as I did.
Yeah, and like the guy was like aces.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Oric's a cool guy, man.
Yeah, I remember Felix was just going crazy over like all over that Oric dick.
Anyway,
Oric is coming.
that's like 10.
Like, bro, remember the Simpsons with Gabbo? Like Gabbo coming soon.
Gabble.
That was me like Oric. And I was like, oh, this guy sounds awesome. And
I wasn't the only one.
I'm not saying though, but I mean, you know.
But look, that's how cool the guy was, man. It was just like, and it reminds you again, like how.
You know, it's funny though.
Yeah.
Nobody was honest about who they were in that game. He said he was older.
Yeah,
And I
we all
believed
thought
it.
he was like 30 or something.
No, I thought he was like 2 years older than I was. You know.
Yeah.
Because everybody I got.
I think it's because his character had a beard.
No, he didn't have a beard. He had my model character.
That's somebody else.
With
I had
blonde
the
hair.
beard. Well,
He was the blonde version of me in that game.
That's right. Fuck, man.
And we started off as monks, and he went a separate way, and I went a separate.
Okay, but bringing it back to your next chick.
Give me.
Was it the
No,
crazy
don't
one?
give me number 2.
Yeah.
Give me like your best.
The big one? Oh, you want to hear about the big one?
I want the
Big
big
one?
Give me the big one.
This shit was like
You know, I've never really talked
This
about
shit
this
was
out loud.
crazy.
No, wait,
This
wait,
shit
wait,
was
wait.
crazy. This is like
What are you talking about?